And it is not just politicians who need to go on the offense, but the American people too. They need to continue fighting back against the tyranny. Like these people in California. Hundreds of protesters gathered at Disney headquarters to chant boycott Disney in response to the company's complete fall to wokeism, vowing to fight Governor DeSantis' parental rights in education bill in the courts, inserting queer agendas into their kids' TV shows, telling the characters at Disney World to no longer say, "Welcome, boys and girls." And this massive protest said, enough is enough.
And I'm a cast member here at for Disneyland, actually. I've been with them for quite a long time, and it's gotten very political, and it's gotten very hard to be who you are. It's gotten very hard to be someone who has conservative values. Any Disney cast members that are afraid to be bold, that are afraid to be courageous, stand up. It's okay. You're not alone.
Look at the crowds. People are fed up. Disney should not be in the business of parenting. The journalist who attended that protest and shot all that video joins me now. Turning Point USA contributor and host of Frontlines, Drew Hernandez, is here. Drew, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Grant.
Drew, this was an important protest, and it does show the people can certainly try to make a difference. Do you think Disney listens to them?
Well, I think they're going to have to at this point, because I think the American people, whether left, right, conservative, Democrat, liberal, whatever that may be, are starting to wake up to the fact that Disney has always had problems with pedophilia and, their employees getting involved with, pedo rings and stuff like that. But now they're openly opposing bills, openly opposing laws that are meant to protect children from being groomed by pedophiles. Whether it's heterosexual, homosexual, transsexual, nobody in their right mind, that's a kindergarten teacher or an adult for that matter, should want to be able to have some kind of sexualized conversation with somebody else's child. That is for the parents alone. That is for the parents to have. That is the authority of the parents. That is the position of the parents. And right now we're seeing across the board with big government, the state wants to be the parent. The state wants to have this conversation. And it's disgusting, Grant.
I don't think that any of the people that are against this bill in Florida, that they have dubbed the Don't Say Gay bill, and the media took off with it. This is the brilliance of the Democrats, by the way. They come up with great names that get their point across. We need to do a better job of doing that. But anyway, I don't think that any of them have actually read the bill. And talking about taking the fight to people, some of these Disney employees that are leaking videos from these corporate board meetings are really getting the word out, and it is making a difference. Here's the latest video to be leaked. Check this out.
Our employees and cast can express their gender here authentically and proudly at the company. So, coming up with guides on how to change your photo, information about pronouns, working with our benefits team to give information about gender affirmation procedures, both for our employees who are transitioning and trans, but also our employees who have kids who are transitioning.
This is at Disneyland and Disney World, Drew Hernandez.
This is a clear agenda to target children. Like I said, Disney has no business unfolding this type of depraved, disgusting ideologies and what they call education. It's indoctrination. This is designed to separate a parent from the child. And like I said, whatever your politics may be, Disney has always represented family values. They no longer do. They have literally drawn a line in the sand. They've chose their side. And I can tell you right now, Bob Chapek, I'm speaking to Disney right now, you are definitely on the wrong side of history on this one, because now that you're messing with people's children, you're really starting to piss off all the mama bears and the papa bears out there, and that's where things are going to definitely change. This fight is for the parents.
Yeah, you better believe there's some of those mama bears and papa bears in Stinchfield's Army watching this program right now that are ticked off about all of this. Lastly, let me ask you, I talk about being proactive, going on the offense. We've seen some of the examples of it tonight. These people that you saw at the protest, I know you talked to some of them. Many of them are employees. Are they worried about backlash?
Well, I spoke to one of the employees. She actually was really outspoken. And I'm going to release another interview shortly on my Twitter, Drew H Live, in about a couple hours on Twitter, where she is openly speaking out against Bob Chapek and Disney. And I asked her very clearly, point blank, what do we do? you're a cast member. What do parents do if Disney continues to double down, triple down, quadruple down, and just refuse to go back to their family values that they once had? She said, boycott Disney, cancel your Disney Plus, cancel all of your subscriptions, end Disney, hit them where it hurts in the pocket, in their bank accounts. That's where it's going to take place.